it will stream in, stream disconnected, whatever. But I I was gonna go right back to Whitlock,
Great. I believe that.
but this right here. Okay, so what I'm saying is, I guess they need my help because they putting this. But you like Google? I don't know, but they putting. I told you I didn't care about this Young Thug shit, but whatever, Yeah, that's another thing. They named that. They named them. That's another. Okay. Oh, they installed thugs. That's another thing. First of all, you like with thug. That was Tupac shit. You notice? I don't know nobody who called himself a thug. You're like, well, by the time Tupac started using it, you was in the army. Nope, when I was going on leave, nobody called themselves thugs. So this boy, it just hit me. This young thug, Puffy started it. It's like with Tupac, yeah, Thug Life. Nope. The rest, we love that album, that CD, whatever you want to call it. Nobody called themselves, you know, Matter of fact, I kind of at first was like, "Thug, why you call yourself a thug?" Because thug is an old school word. Da da da. 100 years ago, thug, that thug, this and that thug. But see, that's part of their. That's what they do. That is a good thug is a good example of communists. But see that it worked back then, and I don't think Tupac was part of it. Tupac was part of it. Pop was part of it. But they took what he called, thought that was him. He was smart. Da da da. You notice we all still just say gangster, gangster rap, gangster this, and like I said, there's no more gangsters, no more real G's. There's no more gangster rap. We never called nobody. That was Tupac thing, and really it would be like you were just phony, unless you was part of Thug Life. That was his group. It wasn't a gang. It was his group. Big Psych, all them. So especially us regular people listening. But like I said, back then we didn't worship celebrity worship. I mean, if Pac had came through on the East Coast somewhere close enough to Fort Bragg or somewhere in North Carolina, yeah, I would have went to go see him in concert back then in '95. This was before he got it, yeah. But they ain't do no concerts over here. But nobody, because if you think about it, nobody to this day. But these motherfuckers, the wild young slime, did this and that, thug, young thug. There's no thug. See, that's what it's just the sun rays, epiphany. Only these little young clowns, thugs. I'm thug. Ain't nobody a thug. We never said that. Nobody said Tupac was. That was his group. It could have been. He could have called it anything. But with his raps and the beat and the other rappers with him, his brother, Big Side, all of them, whatever, it's they could have called because the raps were good, not because not just because I was in the army. Anybody who was really out, that's I remember, like I said, one time I know I was supposed to go right back to the video, but I got my other phone. But one time up here when I had the Mustang, right? Remember if you look at my first videos, I had that Mustang, that 27, and I had some. That's why, I had that JL. It was a 10 inch, and even though it was only a 10 inch, that bitch was booming out that Mustang, because it was a JL audio, and they hooked. But so I was playing old Tupac shit. Probably I don't know if it was Thug Life or Me Against the World, but at that time, this was only what had to be 2018. These young niggas, they didn't understand. I pulled up at a gas station. To them, they was somebody said something. I ain't even know him, and I looked at him. He was like you. He was basically he thought if you listen to Tupac, you had to be robbing or selling drugs, this and that. And I'm like, that's not what it was about, fool. I mean, yeah, we you hustle, but we was trying to get money, not trying to be like a rapper. Y'all dumbasses trying to be like a celebrity. You know, these young thugs and da da da, and the women trying to be like Cardi B and da da da. Who else? And the boy, like I said, the boys might as well be trying to be like Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. That's what I'm saying. This shit is not good for all of us. Not just it's not good for young men. It's not good for everybody. Because if it ain't good for young men, then it ain't good for nobody. The men's supposed to lead, and that's the end of it. So these young men and women, that it is not you know, whatever the climate. I'll just say that's the end of it. I wasn't no strike on my channel. It's gonna be femininity. These dudes being effeminate. But anyway, I was supposed to go back to the video, but as soon as I clicked on it, on my other this phone, this pops up. So everybody, I think they need my help or something. So this is the same judge with the boy I showed earlier talking about she fired. And like so, supposedly this dude, the judge, but this another case? I believe that I'm gonna disagree with you. Okay. I believe that the court has put him in that position. All this is Georgia, Atlanta, Fulton County. If you know Fulton County. Which I cited to you earlier. And it's true that direct summary contempt, which arises in the presence of the court, intends to scandalize. Because I saw today, all of a sudden they putting all this shit. Another lawyer and judge, he the corrupt judge. Matter of fact, is on this girl channel. You know, but he's kind of put himself in the particular position he's in. No, Judge, I don't agree. I believe this is what is this? I'm not finna pay. I'm not finna waste too much time. He cannot be held in the law states. McClarity, which I cited to you earlier. And it's true that direct summary contempt, which alone. We are not. Now this is the young thug dude. Says that there's been no violation. We believe that there has been. And this is they put. Like I said, I hadn't been there. All of a sudden today, they putting this in my recommendations. Not doing that at this point in time. So you'll have a choice to make. All right, take Mr. Steele into custody, please. And see, that's what I'm talking about. These down south judges, y'all, it's racist. It's pretty racist down. You know, them niggas from up north. I was working with a couple of them with that, you know, the temp service I be working with. Like, no, nigga, you got to worry about these niggas in Birmingham too, especially Birmingham too. Just like it's gonna be a black judge like him, whether it's misdemeanor, felon, you know, it's gonna be a black and all the prosecutors, everybody, your public defender, they all gonna be black and fucking they gonna sell your ass up the river. They gonna laugh about it. But yeah, don't get a white lawyer. Oh, you get a white lawyer, you really screwed. They gonna be mad as hell. Especially a white lawyer from out of town. You know, you go next door. You know, like with Birmingham next door is like Homewood. You know, Alabama. But more than likely, you go to Homewood, get a white lawyer. Oh, they gonna be mad. They ain't got no choice. They just gonna be mad at you. Yes, sir. You certainly may. So they just arrested white boy lawyer. Mr. Williams does not wish to go forward without me being here. You are removing me against his will, my will. You're taking away his right. I know I switched subjects because I was supposed to go back to Whitlock, but I was finna, as you know, this is what you do. You know, you click on it and then you do this and blah blah blah. That's what I saw. Like I said, I'm gonna go back to this video first. Back to the Whitlock video. Where the hell? But at least
black league that had white fans, or more importantly, white people who wanted to invest in that league. So they had to, quote, clean it up by making the players look a certain way so they could market and appeal to everyone. So when you say that Caitlin Clark's whiteness.
Okay, so I go back to that's what when my phone died. That was the Allen Iverson days. There's nothing else she's talking about. Allen, she's talking about AI. And I was kind of wondering why everybody, you know what? It wasn't, that was kind of one of the things where you really couldn't say nothing back then. I think I was still in the army. Matter of fact, I was in Virginia. I was at Fort Eustis. Like I said, there's Hampton. It's a small base. And if you say anything like, why is he, I'm like, because as a real nigga, I'm like, bro, you're on the court, you're not in the street. I really, and he had, yeah, the glove. Remember, that's what they call him, AI, the glove. And so that was the start of it. And it was like, if you say anything, you either, jealous or a hater or a sellout or da da da. Maybe I was more traditional, Jordan and Barkley and all them and John Starks, Ewing. It is like, I know y'all niggas talking shit ain't really, what I'm saying, really, I just gotta be straight up blunt. You ain't really to me. You ain't no gangster. But that's what I was talking. That's that puffy shit. All of a sudden now, all these dancing ass niggas, cause of AI, thought they was real. West East Coast nigga. I'm not dissing AI. I know, remember the spree rail rims and all that, the spree rails and the braids. That's what I'm saying. They got rid of Pac and Biggie. Not everybody's a gangster. And I know Allen Iverson, I don't know his whole story, but it's just like there was no. Yeah, remember he choked his coach and all that. Yeah, everybody just thought it was funny, but still, I'm like, everybody gangster now. It was offensive as gangsters, not as. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, remember I keep saying it. Y'all culturally appropriated gangster shit. Everybody a gangster, nigga. You basically you're a professional. You might be playing a sport or kid sport, but you a professional basketball player. You not gangster. You're like, well, you was in the army. Well, yeah, our job is to kill, but not to kill Americans. But that's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm a professional soldier.
And the fact that she straight plays a role, underlined a role in her popularity, that's not a diss to Caitlin Clark. It's just simply America.
So this is what I find delusional about what they're talking about, or what Jamel's talking about. They had a dress code in the NBA, and they wanted people to look a certain way so they could invest.
I think everybody's. He's not mocking me. I think everybody's getting. He probably been. Everybody talk like that. It's just now they're feeling more comfortable. I'm taking credit for it. Cause when you take credit for something, you got to remember you're a leader. You take credit whether it's good or bad. That's another thing you learn when you're in the real army, 82nd Airborne, or is it? Yeah, you getting credit whether things go good or things go bad, and ain't no excuse. Do you ever hear me make excuses? I tell y'all the truth. Now, when I talk a lot, I'm just explaining because I think you're stupid. That's a matter of fact. Matter of fact, if I'm talking a lot to you and I'm telling you to be quiet, don't talk over me, that means I think you're stupid. And I'm trying to dumb it down for you. Anybody else? And I trust that you can understand what I'm saying. And usually it's been working in all these decades. So yeah, if I'm talking a lot, if you think I talk too much, it's because you're stupid. And I got to try to explain it to you. Because you're fucking stupid. But anyway, so I'm taking credit. I know all men do that voice, when we, nigga being a bitch, like he just said. And but I think now they feel safe.
Dress code in the NBA.
They feel safe doing it again. Yeah, we got dress code and this. They feel because I take credit. You're like, well, how could you take credit? Don't nobody know who you are. I don't want. They remember. That's my whole point. Why I started going to the crazy doctor. Don't nobody should know who the fuck I am, but all these people do, right? Exactly. Remember I said it backfired? Instead I get a nice big check because you dumb motherfuckers who shouldn't know who I am.
So this is what I find delusional about what they're talking about, or what Jamel's talking about. They had a dress code in the NBA, and they wanted people to look a certain way so they could invest in the league. And pull your pants up, take a few of them gold chains off, and dress like.
AI. That's what it is. See, and Whitlock, he ain't that much older than me, but maybe about 3 years, 4 years. It was them. It wasn't just him. He was sports and that. This was it was the black dude. It was Jordan and them. It wasn't the white folks back then mad at AI. Them niggas older than us. Remember, I been told y'all, even 3 years older than us, somebody when I go back home or whatever went to high school with, and they was a senior when I was a freshman or a junior, they even if they hustled, even if the hustlers back then, they did not dress like us. 88, 89, they did not sag their pants back. They did not do that. They did, that's what that's not white folks shit. Them niggas did not look at NWA in '88. Look at Straight Outta Compton video. You want me to pull it up? Look at how tight all they pants is. Ice Cube, all of them. Everybody's pants was tight. That's what. Remember the movie Straight Outta Compton? We all like, no, nigga. Cause matter, I remember in 1992, we was laughing. It was one of the throwback Thursdays on Rap City. I'd never forget it. And Straight Outta Compton, no, Express Yourself. The video, Express Yourself, Express Yourself. We all like, damn, look how tight they. And we had forgot that was our shit back in '88. But look how tight them niggas pants was. Da 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 da. But not just like in the movie, they got regular. Look in the movie. Like no, 808, no. Look at it. I'm like, how could y'all do that? In the real video, not the movie. The real video, it's like it's not like we can't pull it up. I just said express yourself, whatever. But whatever. Let me pull up this because they being funny. Let me. Yeah, there you go. Express Yourself is a clean song, right? That's the clean version. And we was watching it, we was in the we call it Bat Cave, whatever. On it too, beat. Drop English right about now. Getting back to the PG. Here where the hip hop started. Can you get a copyright strike if you're playing a music video? I don't know. There's another thing, the muscle dude. But look, they're playing. Drake pants wasn't super tight, but it's just they wasn't. Anyway. My point is, the let me see the music video. You are now attitudes when I'm called off. I got a sawed off. Their pants ain't super tight, but they wasn't sad. And it wasn't no big deal. Just like they had a thing about the hats and all that. It wasn't a big deal. I'm just saying. By 92, it was like, damn, let them pants so tight. But it wasn't. Anyway, so AI. Okay, long comes AI. In whatever year that was, like the Jamel Hill talking about.
A few of them gold chains off and dress like you're. But
see, it was these niggas, and I'm not. See, that's what I'm saying, y'all. I'm not mad at them. Oh, it was these niggas. They was mad. I never was mad at them, ever. But nobody. You know what? I don't know. Maybe because they never said nothing to me. My sergeants when I was in the army. I still dressed the same. I tell a story right quick. I remember one time we was right off post in Fayetteville, right off post. It was regular night, really like I said, we went in, cause we was at a gas station. Anyway, I was trying to get on some white chick. We only about 21, well, 20, whatever. It didn't go down. Back then, but I was trying to get her to come back to the room. I'll be honest. Like, but it didn't go down. But the point was, she was like, "Wait a minute, you're in the military?" I'm like, "Yeah, we're like 5 minutes off post." And I got a low fade, basically high, just high and tight, everything shaved up, mustache. But I guess because of my clothes, see that I wasn't offended. I was just like I would think, yeah, she thought I was a square, but I had all my gangster shit. But that's just the way I dress. I wasn't trying to plus it. That's just my style. But my point is, if she was like, cause yeah, I'm like, well, you want to come back to the Bears? But my point is, and it wasn't because she was white. It's just because she was. I don't know. I think the club had just closed. And yeah, she gave me a little bit of play. Instead of trying to just get her number, I'm trying to get her to come back to the room. But either way, like I said, it wasn't no big deal. But we gotta go. Shit, I got PT in the morning. 6:30. But my point is, I didn't look like, cause the way you dress. I'm like, I ain't got, yeah, this is 94, 95. I'm like, I ain't got dreads or nothing, or braids, or none of that. I wasn't mad at dreads or cornrows or none of that. I'm just saying. So all this, it was these niggas, as far as Jamel Hill talking, cleaning up for, no, it Jordan and them. Remember, they wore suits. Jordan wore suits and all that flashy. And remember who was the one who was super flashy? The coach, looked like he was a mob nigga. Was it Pat Riley? Super flashy. You gotta look like them niggas in the NBA. Super flashy. You gotta have a suit, nigga. That was them, not white folks. That was the niggas. That's what I'm saying. Don't fall for this shit, nigga. Don't fall for this. Get your money. Don't fall for these witches. Yeah, they're witches.
Not like you're going to a rap concert. Oh, the horror of that. Actually, someone holding you to a standard of appearance. But I just want you to look at what Joy Reid and Jamel Hill are doing and tell me they're not conforming to an appearance to make themselves more marketable. And what standard are they holding themselves to? Can we just put the pictures back up of them? We don't have to play the clip. I just want people to see them as I'm talking about this, because I find this just fascinating that these two women could talk about, they want people to look a certain way. And so here's two black women dressed as white women to be more marketable on TV. This is just fact. Look at the fake hair that both of these women are wearing. Are they not trying to live up to some standard? Are they not trying to appear like white women to make themselves more marketable on TV? Who does this? Who puts on these wigs virtually every day to avoid looking black so they can look more white? These are just facts. That's what they're doing. They can dress it up any kind of way they want, but they're trying desperately to look like white women. And why do I bring this up? Because when I talk about bigotry over business, the bigotry and the hostility stems from these women hate themselves and hate that they're not white women. Why else would you dress as a white woman? Why else would you put on some cheap wig, some horse's hair over the top of your head to look like a white woman, and you wonder why they did this to Caitlin Clark? They're so filled with jealousy and rage towards white women. Anybody that would hop on TV day after day with these ridiculous wigs on is telling you everything that you need to know about their mentality as it relates to white women. They want to be them badly. And they hate the white women that just get to be, that's why they believe in white privilege. Because they're sitting there going, God, they get to be white every day, just roll out of bed. And I have to sit in a beautician's chair and have horse's hair weave.
I'm not stopping it because I don't know. It was even Whitlock. Now Whitlock used to seem a little bit more sane. I know he's mad, but goddamn nigga. Oh shit! This bitch. He said it. Yeah, not Whitlock. Yeah, this bitch Whitlock. This bitch got to sit in the chair for all them hours and get white. A blonde wig sewed into my head. Damn, he going off for real.
Head to look like them. They have a privilege. That's the mentality. This is an untreated mental illness and a rejection of who God made you. All of it.
He's right. Because there's like whatever. There's like it's a mental illness. Yeah, but like I said, I at the same time it's no different than a bitch with the the red wig on or the red dye. I don't know, maybe I'm younger and I don't see all that. To me, I know Joy Reid is a disgusting piece of shit. I can't even watch anything she say. But yeah, the bitches rolling around with blonde hair, you know, it's it's no different than they got red hair, blue hair, da 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 da. All it I really it's just hair dye.
Oh, this whole wanting to be boss queens or bad bitches or whatever they call themselves. Y'all's queens. We're the leaders. We got this. We're going to... No, you don't. You're out of your nature. You're not a leader.
Now that part, he's absolutely right. They're not leaders. All these women, any of them, like I don't know. It's kind of I used to trust some of these female doctors, but I think that's why she was mad. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Before I watched this video, I think that all this is connected. I don't know if he's a double agent spy, but that's what it said. Remember I said that she was kind of like, oh, you canceled it, and I kind of that defeat. Yeah, she said that. She did say that defeat the whole purpose of disappointment right now, because I needed you to get that feel of it. I'm like, what are you talking about? I didn't cancel that a fucking appointment. And then she's like, look here, look straight ahead. Normally they're like, yeah, no. Normally they're like, oh no, look here, look here. Yeah, she's trying to be tough, little nasty bitch, but that's alright. You know what I'm saying?
You don't make sacrifices for others instinctively. You will for what's in your womb if you have a kid. But that's it. Everybody else can pound sand. You're not going to do anything to benefit overall humanity. It's not in your nature. Uncover. Accept some male leadership and your mentality will change. And I'm not trying to be hyper aggressive or.
And now back to that. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, they kept priming. I'm back on that.
Rebecca Grossman to 15 years to life in the hit and
They
run
kept
crash.
priming. They kept while I was waiting so long. Yeah, they kept priming that, oh, we don't have appointments. We don't have appointments. We don't have. And matter of fact, when I was in line, there was a black chick, right? No, not a black chick. She was old. She was an old black lady. And she said, oh, that she's talking to the dude. And she says, oh, okay, she looks at, I guess I go to America's Best then. It's like they're mad. They don't give you, I got contacts from America's Best. The VA, no, I don't care how much your percentage. They don't give contacts at at the VA. So now that's what I'm saying. These motherfuckers, oh, they acting the fool. You know what? It's just I'm starting. That's why I said I'm just gonna record as soon as I walk in the door. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring 3 phones. I'm gonna have one recording, and the other one that's connected to the internet. But that's what I'm saying. And y'all hear me talking. So yeah, y'all know Thursday and next February. This is fucking. This is. I ain't even think about it. Oh, it's just so many. This just so you can't. I didn't cancel. You know what? I'm gonna say. You know what? I'm going up there tomorrow. I didn't cancel this appointment. So now you need to give me another one up close. No, I don't care. I don't care what you're gonna do. I did not cancel this fucking appointment. Where did I cancel it? You know what? I'm going up there in the morning. And like I said, I got it on my phone. Show me where I